everyone, welcome to my shop. Hope everybody's doing well. I thought I'd pop in today and share a couple more flutes with you. I've got 4 to show to you today. I have 2 branch flutes and 2 more conventional flutes. The one I'm going to save for last, I can honestly say I think it's one of the best flutes I've ever made. Let's see, the first one here is, it's I believe a poplar branch. It can be a little hard to tell sometimes, but it smelled like poplar when I cut into it. This would be the big sibling of one that I shared last time. There's a little C flute that would have come from up here on the branch, but this one is in the key of G. And the block is made out of apple. Next, this one here. This is similar to a design I've done before. The first the first time I made a flute like this with the stylized loon, I reached out to Billy and asked him what he was working on that night. This was a couple years ago, and it just so happened that he was working on a loon flute too. He and I used to be on the same page all the time like that. He posted his first, so I just kept it to myself because I didn't want to look like I was copying him too much. But the flute itself is made out of redwood, and the loon is carved out of walnut, and it's got glass bead eyes, a key of F, and it does the loon call real nice. Next, this one here, a little lower. This, I believe, is a spalted birch. Not spalted birch, spalted maple. I'm so used to saying spalted birch. I've been doing a lot with that here lately. And the block is made out of sassafras, which sometimes I use sassafras just because I love the way it smells so much when you cut into it. And it's kind of, I like doing this with sassafras, toasting it, torching it a little bit, and get these beautiful lines in it. And again, this one's in the key of D. And then last is this one here. And it's funny because I started this one with the intent of it just being a simple little A flute, kind of for beginners, you know. But when I heard the voice, something about it kind of told me it wanted to be something more than just a simple flute. So I ended up decided I want to do a little inlay up here. So this is all turquoise crushed stone, crushed turquoise inlay. And I decided I wanted to do a little bit here. And it's funny because usually I'm out here in the shop by myself, but a couple days ago my parents stopped by, and then so my wife and daughter were out also, so we were all just visiting out here in the shop. And they saw that I was working on this this Thunderbird, and they asked if I was going to inlay it, and I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to paint it or something. And they all kind of said, really? You did all this work up here, but you're not going to inlay the kind of the real showpiece of the flute? And so I took it as a bit of a challenge, and I thought, you know what, they're right. Usually I don't show anybody what I'm working on until I'm done, because I don't want it to feel like I'm, it's a committee designing what I'm doing. I kind of like to keep it to myself, but I'm glad that they said that, because it was the right choice. But I know in the video it's not going to be that great a detail. I'll try and post some pictures along with this, but it was a tremendous amount of work, but very, very rewarding, a lot of fun. And the whole time you could hear Billy's voice, because he's the one that taught me how to inlay. So anyway, this one, it's a Spanish cedar walnut that if you're from Ohio, you've probably heard of Fort Ancient, but so this is a walnut that came from Fort Ancient, and a little bit of sycamore that came from a friend of mine's property. It came down in a windstorm a while back. So the sycamore rings, walnut caps, and this flute itself is Spanish cedar, and it's in the key of G sharp. That's going to do it for today, but I'm going to try to do this at least monthly. It's been kind of fun for me to try and start sharing my stuff again. And as you can see, we've had a lot of wind because of the after effects of the hurricane here in Ohio. So there's been lots and lots of branches down, which is one of my favorite things to do after a windstorm, is go out and see what the trees have given us. So you can see back there, probably not great detail, but that's a whole bunch of branches that are recent, and I've got a whole bunch more hiding in the back there, so I'll be busy this winter. So take care, everyone, and stay in touch.